Hello, hello, hello. Today we are wrapping up our Empath summer, and I've got a toolbox for you. So there are a few tools in the Empath's toolbox that everybody should have. I'm just going to list them out, and then I'll go into them a little bit more in depth. They are meditating, shielding, grounding, alone time, water, nature, moving your body, and unplugging. So now we're going to go into a little bit more detail. Hi, Jean. I'm kind of digging this time a little bit more. I'm finding that I'm needing more rest and more just not to be like in that buzz of like Monday morning. And the girls are starting school on Wednesday. So it's going to be a little bit more crazy. Okay. So yes to all of these, Jean. And so now that you've learned everything, well, not everything you could possibly know about being an empath, but we're closing the Empath summer and we're going to shift into a whole bunch of fall stuff now, starting next week. But it is so ridiculously important to meditate. And why? Why is that? I don't know. Can you guys drop it in the chat? I will tell you, because meditation helps strengthen your energetic field. Okay. Which, if you've been following me a while, you know that boundaries is your energetic field. Like boundaries is the psych term for your energetic field and your aura. So the more that you can meditate, the stronger your energetic field is going to become. Okay. This is also super important when it comes to shielding, which is the next thing. Okay. So shielding is something that you could do like split second on the fly, right? And so you want to do this daily, and especially around dementors, aka energy vampires. I know, Jean, you commented on the last thing about how you had lunch with an energy vampire, and this will be good in case you have to do that again. Okay. And so imagine yourself, you could do, these are the three that I like, but whichever one comes to you is great. So one, you can imagine yourself in an energetic, like an egg. It's like the best emoji, by the way, Jean. Like imagine yourself in a beautiful, energetic egg that's made out of light. Okay. I like to imagine my egg that's like, it's almost like a flower that's attached at the bottom to a grounding cord, which is basically like a big root or stem that goes into the center of the earth, right? So it's like grounding you as well. You could try a suit of armor, right? Also made out of light, okay? Again, even if you're new to this stuff, like just trust your imagination, because your imagination is your subconscious, and that's where everything that's where your spirit feeds through. It's not going to feed through your logical, analytical, ego-based mind, all right? Or this is another one that I really like, is imagining yourself in a waterfall of light, and just, especially again, around dementors or energy vampires, right? And it's just like, even imagining it right now, I'm like, oh, that feels so good, right? So it's just like you are in like a column of light, or like a waterfall of light that is literally releasing everything into that grounding cord that you're always connected to, that alchemizes the energy from into Mother Earth, who alchemizes it. So don't feel bad that you're hurting her, because you're not. Anyway, it helps you from picking up other people's shit. And again, use that grounding cord, because that will release other people's energy and their shit into out of your energy field and alchemized, essentially. Grounding or earthing. Hi, sweet Tiffany. Ooh, hi, girl in the tree, Miss Amy. Which do you like? The waterfall? Okay, so grounding or earthing is the next one. And so this one I love. I was just talking about how I did it when I was camping with my family. I have my large Django here, and he's full on like old man at this point, making all sorts of grunting kind of ornery noises. Anyway, so take off your socks, take off your shoes, and go to your nearest natural area, whether it be your backyard or a park or the beach or the forest or whatever, and walk around barefoot. Okay. This is what I love to do. I love to lay on the ground and close my eyes, and then I feel that energy, that magnet of Mother Earth, right? And you're just super connected to her, and it neutralizes all of the energies. And you could also do it from like the back of your heart chakra or like your solar plexus or wherever you, I would love to hear from you. Like when you feel like your energetic boundaries have been compromised, put your feet on the roots of a tree or a trunk works too. Ooh, yes, for sure. That feels good, even just reading that. Now I totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh, when you feel like you've kind of gotten energetically kind of hit, right? Notice which chakra it is in your body, okay? It might be your root, it might be your second, third, fourth, whichever. Like you're gonna know, like mine usually comes in my solar plexus. And so when I'm earthing and I'm laying on the ground, I'm imagining that grounding cord coming from the back of my root chakra, and that it's kind of like the energetic garbage dump that's just draining out, right? It's like that energetic Drano again. So notice where it comes through. Like, cause some people it comes through in their second chakra. Some people it's in their heart, you know? And so, Tiffany, yours is your solar plexus. So when you're grounding or earthing, imagine like that grounding cord coming from the back of your solar plexus all the way to the center of the earth. And then imagine all of that crap you don't want draining out. Okay, so, oh, and also going back to what Amy was saying, go hug a tree, because that is my all-time personal favorite. Like I honestly will just like find a tree and hug it, and people think I'm crazy, and I don't care because it neutralizes, and there's something that is so overpowering that it's like I feel like I'm gonna cry every time I hug a tree. It's just amazing. And sometimes I get dizzy because that energy is starting to like neutralize through me, so I just have to kind of let that dizziness flow through. So breathe if you happen to get dizzy, because you will. Yes. And 100% thank the tree, thank the beach, thank the ocean, thank the forest, whatever you are using, and Mother Earth especially, thank them after you do the release. Okay, the next thing is alone time. Holy McGillicuddy. We need tons of alone time, okay? It is because we need to recalibrate from our day and from other people's energy, okay? And so if you know, this is especially important if you are an extroverted empath like I am, and like the girl in the tree out there, Amy, is. Because as extroverts, our battery gets filled by being around other people, and being an empath, it just brings a whole nother layer to it. And you're just like, for fuck's sake, really? I'd be like, yes. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. Peace out, everybody. I just want to hole up in my room and watch some crap television or read a book, or just lay in the dark and go to sleep at 7:30 at night. So honor that, okay? Because as empaths, we need more alone time than the average person. And if you're an introverted empath, you already know how important alone time is. I think this one's especially true for the extroverted one. So, also water, like whether you're sitting by it or swimming in it or floating in it or taking a bath or taking a long shower. This is something that I love to do during the colder months because it gets dark super early here in Seattle and my daughter was the one that came up with it, and she's a major empath. And so taking a shower at night with the lights off and a candle. Oh my God. Yes, Kate, water is everything. And not only like showering in it, bathing in it, floating in it. By the way, if you guys haven't tried those float tanks, they're pretty phenomenal. There's a couple here, and I haven't done it in a while, but you're literally floating in these like super awesome, like mineralized baths with like no sound, no, like completely black in there. It's amazing. And it's really nice. And drink tons of water. Of course, I don't have my water right here next to me, which I usually do. But we forget, like as like busy humans, we forget to drink water, right? And then you drink it and you're like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I had done like a water challenge with one of my girlfriends, and we were doing it like we drank like a gallon of water for like I think a week or two, which was really hard, quite honestly. But I felt so good after doing that. And so what I committed to, because doing anything like those things I can't do for a long amount of time, like I cannot do those like Whole30s or like any sort of like super regimented things. I just think it's not in my nature. I'm like, fuck that shit. They're telling me what to do. I can't do it. But like what I took away from that water challenge is that every morning I take a big like mason jar of water, like the ones that you would get like a, I don't know, pasta sauce in or whatever. I fill it up to the tippy top, which is 32 ounces, and I chug it all the minute I wake up. And then I mean, it's kind of like, okay, just do it. And I do it. And then I know that I could, and then I just drank a half a gallon, which is basically 64 ounces, which is what we're supposed to drink anyway. And so I'm like, okay, I got one of them done. I just need to drink another one during the day. But the amount of water that I'm committed to drinking, which is what you're supposed to drink, has made an amazing effect on my life. I'm like, oh, right, water, duh. I've come to the decision that those duh moments and those aha moments are like the same, like different sides of the same coin. Because it's like, oh my God, I just totally had this like, oh my God, aha. And then I'm like, or I'm like, duh, I can't believe I thought about that. I've been thinking about trying the float thing. I was concerned because I'm not a strong swimmer. You're only, the ones that I've been in, you're only in about 18 inches of water. And so it's kind of like it's like a bathtub, and I think it's magnesium and something else that makes you float. So you're literally floating in 18, inches of water. So, I would call and ask the ones near you and see how they are. And there are some that don't have that you're like not closed in. Like some of them have rooms, which is the first one that I tried because I was like, I'm not so sure about being closed into this thing. So, I think our bodies are made up of the same ratio of water to the ratio of water. Oh, that's pretty deep. Amy, yeah. Well, and it's true. It's like we are a water planet, right? And so we are made up of water. So duh, aha, we need to drink more water. And it just recalibrates your system. And I just feel like I'm in a better mood too, right? Because it's like, I know I get hangry and all that kind of stuff, which is also a big thing for empaths. It's like, oh my God, if we're tired or hungry, like don't be with us. Yes, 100% connected. Go out in nature, right? Same, it's very similar to the grounding, but just allowing yourself to be in nature. Even if you're gardening or if you like live in an apartment, like get yourself some plants or like go commit to taking a walk or go to a public park or something, you know, but be connected to nature because it fills our souls. And move your body. Always move your body. Again, like whether you're taking classes or just going for a walk, but when we exercise, we are releasing the energetic toxins that we're picking up throughout the day. Feed me, Seymour. Totally. I mean, I went to a plant store yesterday and I just was like, I just want to stay in here. I actually went to two and I was like, oh, like it just like just walking into these stores just automatically I just vibed out in there. It was awesome. But when we move our body, again, whether it's yoga or walking or taking classes or whatever, we are literally releasing not only like toxins that we don't want in our biological makeup, but our energetic makeup as well. And then, you know, it's like we just have to learn, going back to alone time, how to unplug. Because unfortunately, sensory overload is totally our jam. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. And so I want to know, like, what is your soul care system? Like, I gave you a whole bunch and I would love to know what your toolbox is. So drop it below. And I think I'm going to start doing 10 o'clocks now because I'm totally kind of digging them and I'm not rushing to do 9 o'clocks because my energetic vibes are telling me so. So that's all this week, my friends. And I know that this, God, it's Labor Day already. My girls are going back to school on Wednesday. It's crazy. At least it's feeling like fall now. So next week is all going to be all about fall. Nope, it's not. It's going to be, I'm not going to tell you what it's, you're just going to have to come here and show up. That's what that's what I'm going to say. All right. Mwah. I love you, my friends. Bye.